Michelangelo, born in 1475, had a challenging beginning. His early career was a mix of unyielding passion for art, but also a struggle in the competitive environment of Renaissance Florence. As a young apprentice, he honed his skills under established masters, absorbing every lesson in anatomy, perspective, and the human form. Today, we're taking a closer look at Michelangelo's Pietà, a sculpture that has captivated audiences for centuries with its tender depiction of loss, compassion, and divine grace. I will also reveal an intriguing detail about the sculpture not many know about. But before we continue, please hit that subscribe button as a simple way of letting us know you want more art videos. Thanks. I'd like to start by exploring the rich historical and cultural backdrop that gave rise to this masterpiece. The Pietà itself was born out of a commission steeped in personal and political significance. A French cardinal sought a funerary monument, a lasting tribute that would capture both grief and redemption. At a time when art was deeply intertwined with patronage, this commission was clearly an opportunity to prove his mettle and also a chance to weave his own creative vision into the fabric of religious art. In accepting this commission, he stepped into a legacy where art served as both a reflection of personal piety and a broader statement of cultural values. This period was one of change. The Renaissance was in full bloom, an era when humanism and religious devotion danced together in a delicate balance. Artists were not merely craftsmen but thinkers who re-examined traditional narratives. Religious themes were given new life, infused with the optimism and intellectual curiosity of the age. In the midst of this transformative energy, Michelangelo's Pietà emerged as a work that transcended mere representation. It became a symbol of the era's search for beauty, truth, and a deeper understanding of the human experience. The choice of material plays a crucial role in its impact. Michelangelo carved the Pietà from Carrara marble, a stone renowned for its purity and translucence. This marble, quarried from the same hills that had provided inspiration for countless sculptures, carries with it an inherent sense of dignity and resilience. Michelangelo's technique was nothing short of revolutionary. His ability to coax delicate details from a block of stone was akin to breathing life into an inanimate object. Every chisel mark, every curve and indentation was deliberate, contributing to an overall effect that is both dynamic and serene. One of the most striking features of the sculpture is its composition. Michelangelo arranged the figures in a pyramidal form. This is a structure that provides a natural sense of balance and stability. In this configuration, the Virgin Mary cradles the lifeless body of Christ in a pose that is both protective and sorrowful. The way the bodies are positioned creates an immediate visual connection between the two figures, emphasizing a relationship defined by both love and profound loss. He achieved a remarkable harmony by balancing idealization with naturalistic detail. The faces, limbs, and drapery are rendered with such precision that they exude both a sense of calm and a subtle tension, inviting viewers to look deeper. One intriguing detail of the Pietà is the ribbon over Mary's chest, a subtle yet powerful element of the sculpture's design. Michelangelo added his signature on this ribbon after the sculpture's initial public display, since it basically went uncredited to him. It says Michael Angelus Buonarrotus Florent Facibat and translates Michelangelo Buonarroti from Florence made this. This act of signing his work was both a statement of personal pride and a claim to his creative genius. It remains the only work that Michelangelo ever signed. Light and shadow play a subtle but essential role in the overall effect of the Pietà. Michelangelo's deep carving techniques ensure that the interplay of light accentuates every fold of drapery and the soft contours of flesh. The delicate shadows cast by the intricate details of Mary's robes or the gentle curve of Christ's form create a rich tapestry of textures. This isn't a flat representation of emotion, but a living, breathing piece of art that changes with the light of the day. Realistic creation of hair, the smooth transitions of skin, and the carefully chiseled details all combine to form a work that is as much a study in the effects of light as it is a narrative of grief. Beyond the technical mastery, the Pietà resonates on a symbolic level. Emotionally and spiritually, the sculpture communicates a quiet intimacy. The sorrow etched onto Mary's face is not one of overt despair, but of a gentle, profound mourning. Her expression is soft, a look that speaks of an inner strength in the face of unbearable loss. In the lifeless form of Christ, Michelangelo conveys a sense of peaceful resignation. It is as if even in death there is a promise of something beyond the immediate pain, a hope that lingers in the quiet stillness of the moment. The symbolism in the work runs deep. Mary's youthful appearance is deliberate, chosen to convey not just the purity of her character, but also a transcendent, almost ethereal grace. In depicting her with an idealized beauty that defies the natural aging process, Michelangelo reinforces the idea of her as a vessel of divine love and unblemished grace. Her youthful face, contrasted with the weight of her loss, creates a poignant tension that is hard to forget. At the same time, Christ's passive, yet serene posture invites multiple interpretations. His calm demeanor in death is striking. It's a subtle nod to the notion of sacrifice as both an end and a beginning. There is no frantic drama here. Instead, there is a quiet dignity that suggests acceptance and the promise of redemption. This work is about capturing a moment of mourning, but also about exploring the interplay between the human and the divine. The Pietà really shows that Michelangelo also wanted to interpret human emotions, its fragility, resilience, and capacity to inspire. Every detail, from the carefully chiseled contours of Mary's face to the delicate rendering of Christ's form, invites us to contemplate the nature of suffering and the possibility of transcendence. The sculpture challenges us to see beyond the physical loss, to appreciate the bond between mother and son. It's a bond that, even in the wake of death, is filled with grace and compassion. What makes this work so compelling is that it doesn't force its message upon you. Instead, it offers a quiet invitation to experience a moment of introspection. There is no grand narration or overt moralizing. The Pietà simply exists as a piece of art that speaks to the viewer on a deeply personal level. In the end, Michelangelo's Pietà remains one of the most stirring and evocative sculptures ever created. It is a work that encapsulates the essence of the Renaissance, a time when art was mainly about beauty and form and also about the exploration of human experience in its most profound ways. Every detail of this sculpture speaks to the timeless nature of grief and hope, of loss and the resilience of the human spirit. As you stand before it, you are not just looking at a masterful piece of marble. You are witnessing a dialogue between the past and the present, between the earthly and the divine. Even before he was widely recognized, his talent was evident in the way he infused life into stone. His formative years were a blend of intense study and the struggle for recognition. But it was also this struggle and competition that set him on a path to become one of the greatest artists of all time. Thank you for joining me in exploring the layers of meaning and technical brilliance behind Michelangelo's Pietà. I hope you've enjoyed this deeper look into one of art history's most powerful works. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more Michelangelo and other interesting videos on art.